What's up, y'all? Alright, waiting for everybody to come in, waiting for people to come in the room, and I had just posted a video on the plumbing part, and one thing that you should know is that plumbing work is completed, has been complete. I have not uploaded the whole thing yet, but it is completed, and you will be getting all those videos on the work tomorrow. Um, and sorry guys that I'm late, you know. And yeah, sorry guys that I'm late. I was supposed to be, and I was supposed to be on like half an hour early, but I'm here. You know. So waiting for people to come in the room, and then we'll just pick up where we left yesterday. I was telling you about my journey and how Africa became my home, my place of residence, and I feel happy and I'm good. Remember, I was telling you that uh, being in Africa, I remember it hit me the first time it hit me. I think it was like the second time I came to the continent. You know, I was in going on 3 months, and I haven't like missed home. You know, I'm talking to my boys on the internet. We are talking on Skype, and strangely, like some strange happened. Like I didn't, I wasn't like I was never homesick. I was fine because I remember when I went to Europe, I would get homesick after like a week or so. Like after 1 week, I like I'll be homesick. Like I was wanting to return back to America. The same thing happened when I went to Asia. I got homesick quick, but for some reason in Africa that never happened. That never, and it doesn't like still. It's not happening. You know, I don't never feel homesick in Africa. Not one time do I wake up and feeling like I should be in America. You know, all my boys are grown anyway. Like all my boys are grown. Like I'm talking about my friends. So all my friends are grown. My cousins are grown. You know, my brother's grown. My sisters. So everybody I know is grown. I mean, I'm in my 30s. So everybody I know is grown. So nobody needs babysitting. So it's cool that I'm here doing my thing, and they over there doing their thing. So it's not like there's someone or something that I should be running back to. in America, but it was different though when visiting those other places, visiting South America, visiting Europe, visiting Asia. It was different. It felt different. I would be homesick after 1 week for the most part. Like, I'll be so excited. Like me working 9 to 5, working for corporate America. I would want to get away from America, change some air, and go to like Asia or go to Europe or go to South America. I'm all excited. Like I'm all excited. Like going crazy at the airport. Like just can't wait to get out of America and get away from everybody and everything. I hop on a plane, go to Europe or go to South America or Asia. I'm all excited. I'm on the plane. I'm excited. We get off. I'm still excited. But then after like 1 week, I'm homesick. I gotta go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Extremely wealthy. Thank you. So I'm like, I got to go, and you know, sometime I'll book a trip for like 2 weeks, and a week later, like I'm changing my return flight to fly back to America. And maybe in like me going to Asia or Europe or South America for vacation, you know, I'll be running back to America after like a week. I'll be homesick. But that never ever occurred being in Africa. Never. And I noticed that the second time was like the second time I came through Africa. I mean, the first time I came, it was for 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks I came to Africa, and it was in South Africa. So 2 weeks went by, you know. Here I am, spending 2 weeks in Africa. I was in South Africa, and South Africa reminds me a lot of America. The only difference is that there's more. There's like, I mean, it's a black nation. It's only like a few white people. But the thing is, when you know the reality of South Africa, you could just tell how vicious the dominant society is. You know, that's what I saw when I was in South Africa, but I wasn't paying too much. Like I wasn't paying too much attention to that. I just wanted to be with my people, so I mingle with my people. Oh, the racism is like it's so blatant. Like once you know, like the hidden stuff, history about South Africa, it just pisses you off. Like when you know the reality, like the true reality of South Africa, it pisses you off. Like here, you got some people who came out of Europe and who are uh, dominating our people in South Africa, and instead of our people being like dominant in numbers, like way ahead. Like I don't even think white people in South Africa count for like 1 million. I don't think I think they're less than 1 million white people in South Africa. But they got us in South Africa fighting each other, like South African fighting Nigerian and every other African you know, from the continent. While we are fighting each other, these people kept dominating all the sectors that are important, and we are always falling. Like I see, like the thing, like what I saw in South Africa, I'm seeing it a lot now in America too. Once the dominant society start, like once they find out that we are dominant in number, or we are going to be like the majority, they turn into this new type of divide and conquer. What I saw in South Africa is like corporate would hire African from other African countries, like corporation would hire Nigerian, knowing that it would piss the locals, and they do it on purpose. They do the same thing in America. Like they would hire brothers and sisters who are fresh from the continent, like from Ghana, Nigeria. I'm talking about in America now. What would happen is they would hire all black people, or all foreign black men and women, just so to piss the locals black who were born, or who, you know, generation after generation have been in America, just to have us fighting each other. And I saw the same thing in South Africa. Like they would literally, like the white man, like the corporate, the dominant society, they know what they're doing. They know there's going to arise conflict in our community, and they do it on purpose. Back in 2014, when I visited South Africa, it was happening, and I think it was during that time when, you know, there was uprising in South Africa, and black people from South Africa were pissing over black people from Nigeria, Ghana, and every Ethiopia, and every other place, because since the dominant society controls the economy over there, what they did is they hired a bunch of Nigerian, Ethiopian, and you name it, like all the like Zimbabwean. They gave them job, knowing that the locals are going to be pissed. And what they say is the locals are lazy. The locals don't know how to do X, Y, and Z, knowing damn well it only takes like maybe 3 to 4 days to train a dog to do whatever. Because I worked, I worked on a lot of places in America, in a lot of industry in America, and I know, like I was born at night, but it wasn't last night. I know you could train a dog to do whatever task in 3 to 6 weeks. You would train a dog to do whatever task. So I got sick of like when I hear somebody say, "Oh, they don't have the skill set," I'm like, get the, because I already know you could train a dog in 3 to 6 months how to do whatever. You could train a man you could train a man how to build a specific tools, or a specific item for an airplane, because we think, we learn, we notice with revision. So they did the same thing. The same thing they are doing in America, talking about, our foundational black America are lazy. That's why we are hiring Nigerian. That's why we are hiring Ghanaian. That's just to keep us fighting each other. Because the Ghanaian who are taking this job, they don't know that. They are naive. They don't know why they are being hired. For them, they are thinking like, oh yeah, I got the skill set. I know what I'm doing. It's not that you got the skill set. Because, like I said, they could train a dog in 3 to 60 days how to do whatever task. It's not that. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. I worked like from the age of 16 all the way to uh when I was like 22. I work in almost every industry, and it only took like 3 days to train me how to do whatever task. You know, I can't tell you how many. Like I got fired. I got fired from 16 all the way to like age 22. I got fired maybe like 20 times. So I didn't just stay in one industry. Like I went through a lot of industries, and I'm telling you, all those industries, it only took me like 3 to 4 days to catch what was happening, and I was able to do my task. So miss me with all that, oh, they don't got the skill set, because you could train a dog to do a task in 3 to 6 months. You could train a dog. You could train a dog how to build an airplane in 3 to 6 months if you really want him to do that. So if these people really wanted a foundational Black American or uh, descendant of slave to do whatever task in America, America could put money forward and get Black people who are descendant of slave working in it. Like, because remember when they took us out of Africa to work on the cotton field and all that stuff, right? Like, they didn't ask if we had skill. They just, they put it on the field and made us work it, right? So the same thing could still happen right now. Like, they could literally get us working on, whatever industry that they really want us to work. But the thing is, they cannot afford to do that, especially now that our numbers are up and their numbers are down. They gotta switch because they gotta switch the divide and conquer. Before it was like they had to destroy the family, our family. They had to separate the mother. They had to separate uh, the mother from the father. But now that our numbers are like going like sky high, and their numbers are going down, they are now using the South African method, because in South Africa, Black people are we are the majority in South Africa. So the same thing they are doing in South Africa, they started doing it in America, and that's why I'm telling you, it's important to travel, because you are going to enlighten yourself just by seeing how things are done in different parts of the world. I saw that, like literally when I was in South Africa, I noticed it that the dominant society over there, since they have all the corporate jobs, they are giving these corporate jobs to African from other countries in Africa, and giving them job and not giving no opportunities to the locals South African. And to make matters worse, they would go on TV, you know, uh, 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 talking about how the local South Africans are lazy and all that, and they're doing the same thing in America. They would have, people going, like, they haven't gotten to that point yet, because I don't think uh, I don't think we are going to take it lightly if they went on TV talking about how lazy uh, descendants of slaves are. I don't think they are to that point yet. But in South Africa, they did that. Like, they are like, they will go on TV talking about how they use those code words. Like, they basically want to say that you are lazy, but they use the term unskilled, and we already know unskilled means lazy, right? Because we're not falling for that no more. Like, us, like in America, we already know when they say you are unskilled, what they trying to tell you is that you are lazy, but you're not lazy. It's just that they don't want you to have an opportunity. So those are the things that I see in South Africa, and that can actually it could relate to the things that are happening in America right now. They are giving they would, like in America now, they would be giving like those high paying jobs to our brothers and sisters from the continent, like our Nigerian, Cameroonian, Ghanaian. They will be giving them all the corporate jobs in America, and labeling. They will label uh, descendant of slaves. They will label them as lazy, as unskilled, you know, just so there's a conflict in our community. And all those brothers, like all those Ghanaian, all those Nigerian taking, accepting those of like those jobs, don't know, like they don't understand why they are given those jobs. For the most part, they think that they have the skill set. They, for the most part, they get uppity thinking, oh yeah, I'm better than black people in America. That's why they gave me that job. Nah, that's not why they gave you that job. Because like I said, you could train a dog to do the work, to do any task in 3 to 6 months. So all my brothers and sisters from the continent going to America, they are not giving you those jobs because you got the skill set. They are giving you those jobs to keep us divided. And a lot of our people from the continent don't understand the game that's being played. But they are, at the end of the day, they get caught up, and you know. But for the most part, it's like it's late. I shouldn't say I don't want to visit South Africa, but the mountain look, yeah, South Africa is beautiful. It's beautiful. I mean, you should definitely visit South Africa. When you go to South Africa, just stay black. If you go to South Africa and you want to be like, you know, trying to be not like something other than black, then you would have a problem. But if you go black in South Africa, you are going to be fine. Nelson should have listened to Winnie and gave the power back to the people. The downfall of South is net. Yeah, I'm not. I won't say that if it's fault, but what I would say is that he got soft. Like at the end, like in the end, he really got soft. But I'm not gonna say that. Like it's like me saying that MLK, it was his fault that we are where we are in America. I mean, it's not his fault. It's just that us as a whole, uh, it's not that we are selfish, but it's like we are trying to play tricks on each other. And that's something I notice about us as a community. All of us, we all want to be free, but like nobody wants to sacrifice. You know, everybody's just right, like hiding and peeping to see if some courageous, if some Malcolm X are going to pop out of nowhere and free us all. And and that's never going to happen. I mean, the same thing that's happening in America about our community is happening in Africa. You know, uh, we just want to leave, party, and peep and see if somebody with balls is going to kick whatever it is that's stopping us from being liberated, stopping us from being free. Everybody's just like nobody wants to put in work, but everybody wants freedom. And I'm thinking it's a collective like problem. That's a problem that we all need to just sit down and we need to stop being selfish, because that's what I see in the black society. And so I can't say that it was Mandela fault that South Africa fell back. I'm saying the South African are not mature enough to flip things over, and just like we in America, we are not mature enough. Out as a community, we are not mature enough. We are not ready to flip things over. Everybody's looking at the next person to be the next Malcolm, and that's not going to happen. We either like all of us are going to be on the same page. We are going to be on code. Once we are on code, we'll definitely flip things over. but it's not going to be like a one man show. That's not going to happen. But that's what a lot of people want. They want to hide and wait for the fight, the battle. They wait for everything to be over and come out like, yeah, I was with you. I was in it. Like I was in the struggle. Like, and then I did this, I did that, and that's not going to happen. We are going to put in work, all of us. We are going to. It's like it's a community effort. It's not like a hero. There's those like Superman movies, man. They're nothing but movies. You know, like Tariq always says, the code is our leader, and if we all just follow the code, we shall be fine. But like I said, when I look into our society, I mean, when I look into our community, I see a lot of people hiding and peeping to see if the next Marcom is going to pop out of nowhere and liberate us, free us from where we are, and that's not going to happen. So our Marcom too should be the code. All we gotta do is just follow the code, respect our code, and we'll be better. Okay, Angela said African American us have a different relationship from the modern day African in America. Our history is totally different. The only difference about African American and South African, we are not concerned about who enters USA. Yeah, yeah. I'm saying, for now, we definitely are not concerned who enters the USA, because there's still jobs, there's still opportunity. But let's say in 15 years, if those opportunity were like gone, and you know, let's say if we had a boom in or if we had a boom in population in the next 10 years, and our population doubled, and now we don't have like there's no more like job to share around, and there's like no more like there's not a lot of opportunity like we do have opportunities now, because pretty much right now, you know if you need a job, you could you could create a job, you could get a job. It's not that hard to get a job in America at this point. I mean, any type of job. But let's say if our population like double in the next 10 years and there weren't opportunity like there is right now anymore, then I think our mentality will change too. You know, because I see it too. Like I see, like even now, I mean, it's not a big deal, but from from time to time, you would hear argument between you know uh, black people who are fresh from the Caribbean, Africa, and you name it, arguing with us who have been living in America for the longest. There will be like arguments, and those are just like, for me, it's just a warm up for things to come. But I doubt we'll ever get to the level of South Africa, like the way they were like chasing the Nigerians and and the Ethiopian. I doubt that we'll ever get there, but I mean it could happen because it had happened before. I'm not talking about in America. I'm talking about in South Africa. So it's a situation that we should just wait and see. We'll see what happens. But it's a trick that they play on us, and for the most part, those people who are playing for the most part, people who play in that game like don't understand, and people who are, you know, involved don't understand what is happening. A lot of our brothers and sisters just think, oh yeah, they got the job because they know how to do it, because they got the skill set. It's not true. You didn't get the job because of your skill set. You got the job for to keep us all divided, and you know to keep us all fighting each other and stuff like that. Uh, I'm sure said he was soft and weak. Mandela, I mean Mandela was like I think he got defeated in prison. The man was locked up for like 25 years, and I think he was young when he went in. So I think being in there, like let's say you was Mandela and you did everything that he's done, like everything that he did at the time before he went to prison. And when he got to prison, like, people weren't going crazy, like, flipping cities and stuff just to get him out. Like, after you've been in prison for like 10 years and you saw nobody coming to rescue you when you was out trying to, help, your community, and not that you need help, your community is not coming. I mean, that's something that I also notice in our community. Like, I feel like for the dominant society, if you took one of their leaders and you locked them up, you know, for, I don't know, it doesn't matter for how long. If you lock them up, it doesn't matter if you lock them up for 1 week. I mean, there will be riots. There's something is gonna give. Like, they would get their guy out of there. But for some strange, like for some reason in our community, when one of our leaders is taken, everybody just sit there and like, yeah, everybody just like, what can I do? I can't do nothing, you know. So I feel like Mandela, after being in there for maybe like the first 10, 15, and he saw nobody coming or nobody even trying to rescue him, I just feel like he got defeated, he got beat mentally, like he got exhausted. Okay, I just feel like because he was young. Remember, he was young when they took him. Like, he was young, so at a young age, I'm thinking he's thinking like, yeah, I won't be spending the night. My people are coming to get me. And he sat there 1 year, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and he's like, people not like people are not coming. They're not coming. I fought for them. I did everything. I gave them all. I gave them my all, and nobody cares to come and try to rescue me in my prison cell. So I feel like, after a while, I feel like Mandela was, he was beat. He was beat. He was just like, I feel like he just said, screw these people. And for the most part, when that happened, the dominant society would try to recruit you on their side. And I think it took them a while to recruit Mandela back on their side. And when he came out, they made him president, knowing what he was going to do to his community, and he did it. And he did it. And I feel like he said screw my. He just said screw them. You know, I gave my all to these people, and I was locked up. Nobody came to rescue me. Like, nobody came, fighting, you know, to get me out of there. So screw them. So let me side with the dominant society, and whatever. And that's how I feel. Like, mean, that's just how I feel. Like, I just feel like that's the type of things that were like going through his mind. Like, you know, but it is what it is. The man is dead now, and South Africa hasn't changed, and it needs to change. Yep, they broke him down. They broke him down. You know, but if people actually went trying to get him out of there, he would still be strong mentally. But nobody came, and the dominant society was able to break him. So they broke him down, and you know, and then recruited him on their side and used them to do whatever, all the beating that he had done for them before leaving office and dying. So we need to take care of our own. That's the lesson. You know, we need to take care of our own. We cannot afford to leave our people, uh, stranded. We need to do something. Need to help our own. He made the power and handed over to the white. Who else is to blame? It was different. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say that it was like it was his fault, but I'm saying us as a community is our fault because we are looking for a super, like we are looking for a hero to come and do all the work for us when we know like damn well that uh, it's all of us. Everybody gonna put in work. Everybody gotta put in work. You can't sit on the couch and expect like things to change just because you are saying it or you are talking it. You gotta put in work. If we don't all put in work, then nothing is nothing ever is going to happen. We are always going to be where we are. We're never going to move. It's not a one-man show. If you are president, your job is to protect and lead the people. Like the former president of Zimbabwe and Tanzania, like President of Rwanda, you can't be afraid to lead the people. You definitely can't be afraid to lead your people. And one thing that I noticed in Africa is that most of these leaders are selected, so they don't really have a support like a legit support from the grassroots. Most most of these African, like most African leaders, not most, but like almost all of them, even like I mean, even the president of Rwanda, even the late Mugabe or the late Magufuli from Tanzania, they all for. So I just feel like if an African or any black man, it don't matter where you are, any black man needs to have a base from the grassroots before entering politics, and you need to uh, move with the grassroots to get to the highest position. Um, I feel like not that I feel like I noticed that almost all African president, you know, they coon it out. They are uh, selected to be president in in every African country, and by the time they are not wanted anymore, then they start reacting, start running back to the community. But at that time, it's too late because you didn't build yourself. from the grassroots. You got selected by the dominant society. You didn't care for the grassroots. You didn't care for your people. And now that the dominant society don't want you no more, you're uh, crying foul, running to the grassroots, running to your people, and your people are looking at you like you were never with us. So why would we defend you? So it's happening for the most part. It's only places like Ethiopia where the grassroots actually like select their leader. That's why all that thing that America tried to do in Ethiopia, it didn't work because for the most part, uh, those elected in Ethiopia are carried by the grassroots, by the people. You know, I'm watching this thing with Ethiopia for the past like 5 years. You know, America sent their dog Egypt to bark and threaten the Ethiopian, and the Ethiopian was just like, "Yo, bring it, just bring it, stop talking, just bring it." So the Egyptians and the CIA and all that, they manufactured this little thing, this rebellion, pushed back everything that was thrown at them, and they survived it. It's those people like so. So only like the only like one of the only countries that I could think of where uh, the president is well connected with the grassroots is only Ethiopia. I don't think Rwanda. I don't think Kagame is well connected with the grassroots because it was the dominant society that placed them in power. I don't know. I know that he's doing the best he can for the Rwandan, but I just don't know if the Rwandans are really are prepared to protect them, no matter what. That we would have to see, you know. But it is what it is. In a lot of African states are fragile, you know, and what can we do? Peace, peace, peace. Fatarati Fitness. Peace, fam. So, no, I wasn't even like, I was going to tell you guys how to move to Africa, how I did the move, how my journey. I was just going to tell you about my journey. But we just talked about South Africa the whole time, and but like I said, visit, come, visit, especially now that America is going crazy. Like America, not just America, like the western part of the hemisphere is going crazy. You definitely need like a second home, and your second home should be in Africa, nowhere else, because there's a lot of things happening. You need glasses, like you need binoculars, and to see that there's a lot of movements happening, going on in the world. And if you can find your place, come to Africa and sit tight and just look up. You know, People might tell you, "Oh, you're taking the easy way out. You going to Africa now. You're not taking the easy way out. You're being smarter. You're being smarter." I mean, uh, my internet keep going off. I feel like I'm gonna end the live and maybe start tomorrow. Yeah, Africa's economies are the fastest growing, and the thing about Africa is that their economy is real. It's real. It's not fiat. Like their economy is actually real. Unlike America, that's like the whole economy is based on the fiat system. Like you know, in Africa, Africa has real wealth. Like Africa doesn't need to buy raw materials from nobody. They got it all. So all that's needed in Africa is just the skills to transform all the raw materials. Can you imagine if we could actually transform all our raw material in Africa? Man, you wouldn't be buying nothing from nobody. Like we just be here, like just living. Everybody be coming to beg us. Just right now, like they're not begging because they're taken by force. But can you imagine if Africa got stronger and nobody could come loot? Oh man, everybody will be coming begging for food. But I don't think Africans are, I don't think Africans are stingy. And they're still going to share with the world. It's just that the world has not been uh, nice and polite to Africa. You know, with everything that Africa does for the rest of the planet. The rest of the planet does not respect African. But I'm saying like if your whole life, if you're going to be stealing your whole life, don't you like get tired at some point and like all I do is steal like you like Debo, you know. But at some point you are gonna get knocked the hell out. Or you are just or you are going to evidently, you know, wake up one morning and like I don't want to do this no more. But I don't feel like these people ever going to do that, or their whole like their whole DNA is all about looting and looting. I mean, I don't think you could change them. They always going to loot. They don't know nothing else. They loot and call it trade. It's crazy. You gotta be an advocate to just like to see stuff like you gonna be like, God damn. Now a loot is called trade, and they know how to they know how to name their looting and stuff. They call it trade. They say we trade. You didn't trade. You stole. You be stealing. Yeah, they can't. The world cannot be reciprocal because I don't think Africa needs anything from anybody. Like, cause Africa got everything. There's nothing Africa needs from any other place. Like what would Africa need? Snow? They got snow. What would Africa need? I can't think of anything that Africa needs. The only thing Africa needs right now is to be left alone to get all its children together so uh, we can all start putting our brains together and figuring out how to build a proper society, how to transform raw material. I think that's all Africa needs, but that's never going to happen. They will never allow uh, black people to be at peace, to be able to gather and put their mind and brain together. They will never allow that. That would be like their death fault. They will never, they will never let that happen. Because the minute they see African, like black people all over the world, getting together, you know, figuring out how to do things, you know, do actually like doing things. Nah, they will go on alert. They will go because our rise is their fall. So our rise is their downfall. So they will never ever allow that to happen. I mean, it would happen eventually, but we would have to knock their teeth. We will have to knock them out, and that's unfortunately what's going to happen. Definitely, that's fortunate. I don't know what generation is going to do that, but at some point, that's what's going to happen. They're going to not get. They're going to get knocked the hell out. But that's I don't know. I don't know what generation. I don't think it's going to be ours though. Anyway, I don't know. We'll see. So I haven't had a chance to tell you about uh, why how to move, but I did part one yesterday. Uh, I tried to do part two today, but I kept getting distracted, and I didn't get to talking to you guys about how I moved and so you could how I moved and how you can move too. But it's simple. Come visit. I came. I came to visit. I was when I got here, like when I got to the continent, I knew. I didn't actually like. I didn't actually say to myself that this is it. Like I just felt it. I just felt it. It felt natural. Like I know this was it. So come visit. You are going to feel it. Like if you ever visited uh, Europe, Asia, South America, coming to Africa, you will feel the difference. You won't be feeling homesick for sure. Like I went to South America and I felt homesick. Went to Europe, felt homesick. Went to Asia, felt homesick. Came to Africa, never ever felt homesick. Never ever felt homesick in Africa. And most people who are here from the diaspora don't go back. It should tell you something. If Africa was bad, I don't think the percentage of people who are staying be staying in Africa. I think the percentage would be lower. Most people would be going back to America. But seeing the number, like seeing just the YouTubers who are in Africa, and nobody is thinking going back to America. We might go back to do some shopping, but we ain't going over there to stay. That just shows you how we belong to Africa. How Africa is a comfort, is the comfort zone for us. You know, it's all you need. Just look at the YouTubers, all the YouTubers who are in Africa, and none of them is like homesick. None of them is talking about, oh, I hate this place. I want to go home. I want to do, like, everybody's just out doing their business, Everybody's out doing their business. Nobody cares. Like nobody cares about America. Nobody cares about going back to America. Like I'm here. I'm here. Like I don't feel homesick. I'm here. I'm good. I wake up in the morning. I get to work. Do what I gotta do for the day. Come back home. I got fruits, all kinds of fruits in the refrigerator. So my diet is like perfect. I got like a perfect diet because I'm picking like the best. Because I got a little bit of, I got a little bit of money, and y'all be sending me cash apps and all of that. All those little cash apps that y'all be sending me, like $20 here, $20 there. I could afford the best fruits in Cameroon, and that's what I do in my refrigerator. All is in there is fruit. I make juice. I make cocktails. I got all kinds of. When I wake up in the morning, get me a big ass bucket of fruits. Papaya, pineapple. I mix it up. Watermelon. When I wake up in the morning, get me a big bowl. Like I don't eat cereal in the morning. What I eat in the morning is a big bowl of fruits. When I eat those, I can feel my body happy. Like I got energy. I'm sweating. Like my sweat is like normal. Like I sweat, and like you know, I, I'm eating like a big bowl of fruits in the morning. I'm not eating cereal, so I'm not constipating in Africa. I don't even need like Pepto Bismol. I don't need none of that stuff. Like never get constipated in Africa. Got all my fruit again. Eat my fruits in the morning. When I come back from work and it be hot, get me another bowl of fruit cocktail. Eat that, and then my lady friend, she would cook. Eat the fish, fish, chicken, uh, what else? Fish, chicken, shrimp, um, um, mm, damn it, cow meat. You know, sometimes sometimes I do barbecue, so I'm good. Like, what on the food part, yo, I'm living the dream, and I feel like when I'm done building the house that I'm building, I'll be a lot more organized. You know, so that's one thing that you know I like about you know that's one thing I like most about Africa is you can control what you eat. That you control it from you can actually grow it and consume it. So I know I know this place where salad. This lady grows salad. I buy my salads from her. The dressing, we make our own dressing. I find a lady over here who knows how to make dressing. So I got my dressing game on deck. I got my salad. I know how to get I know where to get my salad. Sorry about that. And also, uh, what else? What else? What else? What else? And I'm making fruit juice every weekend. Like every weekend, I'm making all kinds of juice. Salsa, pineapple, lemon. I'm making all of that every weekend. Like Saturday and Sunday is juice making time. So I make enough juice to last me the whole week. And you know, Monday to Friday, I'm like, I would buy some fruit. My fruit is, but the fruit though, it only could last for like 2 days. Like when I chop them up, mix them up, it's only, I only would let it sit in the refrigerator for 2 days, and then after that, I'll like when I come back, like every afternoon, I buy fruits and cut them, chop them, mix them, and eat them like not more than not later than 2 days. So the food part is like the best part because food is our health, food is our everything. Now after the food thing is brushed aside, once you have already conquered your food, you can now focus on you know opportunity, activities, and that's what I do. Like you know, sometimes I take a walk just to uh, just to study the behavior of the people. You know, sometimes I would walk for like 2 hours, 3 hours. Just to study the behavior of the people, and that's how I'm able to come up with a business plan and things that I feel that they are going to need. So that's what I do, and you might want to do that too when in Africa, you know. And like I said, Africa is laid back. You don't need to rush. Come with a plan, and Africa is going to be great for you. You know, just come with the plan, and Africa is great. Uh, Hi DC. None of my son Braxy. Happy New Year to you and your family. Why did you choose Cameroon to leave? I Why did I choose Cameroon? When I first came to Africa, it was 2014. I went to South Africa. When I was uh after South Africa, it was Ethiopia, and after Ethiopia, it was Rwanda. Then I wanted to know about the Congo, because I always heard about the Congo. And since the Congo was like right there, right next to Rwanda, I went to the Congo. I seen everything that was going on in the Congo, and not that the people are retarded, but the vibe is just I wasn't I wasn't I wasn't feeling it. You know, I wasn't feeling it. Um, Here you are on the richest country on earth, but you don't even know that. You don't care to know that. All you care for is just living life, dressing up, partying and stuff like that. So when I went there, I noticed, uh, I noticed the wealth. I noticed that the country was the country was blessed. So after the Congo, went to Nigeria. After Nigeria, I come to Cameroon because Cameroon and Nigeria right there, right next to each other. So when I get to Cameroon, find out that Cameroon is just like the Congo, same thing, but the only difference is the mentality is different in Cameroon. Cameroon and Nigeria are like one of the only place where most of the stores, most of the supermarkets are run by the locals. People in Cameroon are a lot more. They are a lot more aware of what's going on in the world. So those are the things that attracted me about Cameroon. Like people are a lot conscious in Cameroon. They might be they might not want to work, like they want to lay back and chill, but they understand what's going on in the world. And those are the things, like that's what attracted me to Cameroon. Because I seen that Cameroon had all the wealth that the Congo has, and many Cameroonians are conscious, and that's what attracted me to Cameroon. So in 2000, in like I was going to stay in Nigeria. I was going to stay in like initially. I was going to stay in Nigeria, but me coming to visit Cameroon, you know, I just I was like, this is it. This is it. People in Cameroon might be laid back, like we don't feel like working right now. We just want to chill. But these people are aware of what's going on. Like they are aware. They might not be like they might not want to react to things, but when it's time, like it's like this. It's like this. The dominant society knows not to mess with the people of Cameroon because they fought before. Like they actually went to war with the dominant society. So the dominant society knows not to be blatant with them. Like they might be blatant in other parts. Like I have not been to the Gambia, but I heard a lot of stories about child trafficking and how the dominant society, these people come to the Gambia to do strange stuff with children in the Gambia. Those things out of the question in Cameroon. Like it's out of the question. Don't even like they would never ever try that in Cameroon. They would never ever like in Cameroon, like you see somebody from the dominant society holding a black child, they will stop him in the middle of the street. They will stop him like where you got that baby from, like where you got that kid from. They're deaf, like they don't mess around with that stuff. And that's the thing, like these people, like there's no like sex tourism. It might be, it could be, but it would be hidden because these people is like some things that they just don't play about. Like they could be sex trafficking, but it's going to be hidden. It's going to be like on the ground thing. Because if these people find out, not only are they going to shame you, if you're a girl, they are going to shame you. If you're a guy, they are going to shame you. You are going to get ostracized from society. So that's the thing that attracted me of to Cameroon. Like these people, they might be laid back. They might be like, we don't want to do shit. We don't want to build our country. We want to sit there and just watch it the way it is. But don't think you would come here and try to play them. You are not going to play them. And another thing that I also like about Cameroon is that the government also knows not to mess with the people, just like with the land. The land is owned by tribes, not by the government. And these tribes, they have already shown the government that we are ready to rock with you whenever you're ready. Just let us know. So the government knows. I think my internet is acting up. I think I'm gonna call it. Yeah, DC. Yeah, they are like um people in Cameroon are aware. Yeah, the Chinese are here. Uh, the Chinese are the Chinese are here, and but you barely see them, like, cause they be going into uh uh they'll be going into mine and stuff, looking for minerals and stuff. The Indian are not so. I don't remember I don't remember the last time I seen an Indian. I mean, East Indian in Cameroon. The Arab, yes. The Arabs are here. The Arabs are here. They got shops and they got some stores. But like I said, the Cameroonian got their own stuff. So when Arabs come here with their store, for the most part, people don't actually, people are loyal to their brothers and sisters who sell the same stuff that the uh, that the Arab is selling. So and a Cameroonian will rather buy from his brother and sister before buying from an Arab, and that's something that I respect about my people in Cameroon. I remember one time they were trying to sell chickens out of Europe, like get frozen chickens and sell them to the Cameroonian. They brought that stuff over here, and the Cameroonian were looking at them like, "Yo, I need to take it back where you brought it. I'm not eating my chicken unless I kill it myself." So the Cameroonian were like, "We are not eating no dead chicken. If I'm gonna eat a piece of chicken, I need to see that thing die." And that's how the Europeans are having a hard time getting into this market because the people of Cameroon, they are just so proud of who they are. They are proud of themselves. They like a, a Cameroonian will buy like a lemon car from his brother or his sister before buying like a Tesla from a foreigner. Cause they just they know each other, they trust each other, they play each other. So I'm gonna play you today, tomorrow you gonna play me. They like it that way. They don't want it to change. They don't want it change. They like it that way. That's how they like it. So that's what got me hooked into this country, and I'm loving it. So let me wrap this up. It's, it's 2022 here. It's been 2022 for the past 2 hours, almost 3 hours. These people are here throwing fireworks and stuff like that. That's actually what woke me up, and I did the live, and now I'm gonna sleep for another 3 hours before uh, going through going to. I feel I gotta go to the jungle to feed my chickens, and after that I do a little work at the construction site, and then I will be done for the day. My day won't be my day won't be too long. I think by by I think by 4 p.m. local time I should be done for the day. So like, share, subscribe, and share on your social media. You know, and what else? I think that's it. The Cameroonian don't play. I wish the Ghanaian and Tanzania and Congolese were like that. Yeah, yeah. Okay, no problem. 2022, we will build out. Definitely, definitely. 2022 is gonna be the year that I go hard because I'm going to work a lot. I'm going to work the land a lot this year. You know, and I'm going to do other things a lot this year because I'm trying to get paid by next year. Like, I want to be able to, you know, make money like every day, uh, starting next year. So I gotta work hard this year. I gotta go crazy. I gotta plan. I gotta plant a lot of pineapples. Because pineapples they go for $1. Uh, they go for $1 in Cameroon. So if I was to plant, like, let's say if I was to plant 10,000 pineapples, if I plant 10,000 pineapples, that's what? That's $10,000. That's a lot of money in Cameroon. It's a lot of money. So if one pineapple is $1 to sell, and I plant 10,000 pineapple, 10,000 is nothing. I could plant like 100,000 pineapples in 1 year. Cause I could plant, nah, 100,000, that's too much. I think I could do maybe 20,000, 20, 30,000 pineapples. So if I do 20,000 pineapples, that's $20,000 next year that I'll be collecting by selling. Let's say if I got some loss, and if I got like 80% loss, and I got 10,000 pineapples, and I get 80% loss, I'm gonna end up with like $8,000. That's a lot of money in Cameroon. I'm going to plan also. I'm gonna plant uh, a lot of bananas and stuff like that. One banana or plantain, that's like that's like one banana plantain is like it's like $4. So $4, if with 4,000 banana trees, if I have 4,000 banana trees for what, $4? Let's say five, yeah, $4 a piece. 10,000 banana tree, 4,000 a piece. I mean $4 a piece. That's like $40,000 plus 10,000 plantain. That's another what, 40,000. So I might end up making like $100,000. If I work hard this year, I might be making like somewhere closer to $100,000 next year. So, and that would be like the beginning. If I go hard and keep it going for 5 years, man, whew, I'm gonna be flying. My people gonna hate me when I'm like back in America, because I'm gonna have money to throw around. So I'm gonna go uh, green plantain, green banana. Yep. Yeah, I don't mess with green plantain, green bananas. And I don't mess with those. I like my banana when they yellow, and the plantain too. They gotta be yellow, like nice, like they fry them when they are fried, and it's sweet and stuff like that. Yeah, I like that. If I'm going to surpass the Bag family, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to do what I can. Uh, I'm not really like, it's not about competition, like, man. But no, my thing is I got to survive here. Like, I gotta make it. Cause if I don't, yo, I'm telling you, family members, they all waiting for me to come crawling back to them, begging for money. They all waiting for that. Like, this is all they want. They want to laugh it out. Now, we told you so. So I'm not giving them that. No, I'm not giving them the satisfaction. So I can't afford to fail. I'm not going to fail. So I'm not going to compete with nobody that's over here. My thing is that I need to make it. I need to be good so that, you know, my family that's back in America, you know, I could, put it in their face like, look, You thought I was gonna be, you thought I was a failure. You thought I was gonna fail. Look at me now. Alright, like, share, subscribe, share on your social media, and I will